Angela, it's time. You need to get your luggage ready. You'll be going to stay with your Aunt Petunia starting from tomorrow.
I'm going to stay with Aunt Petunia? Just me? On my own?
That's right. You'll be living with her at her house from tomorrow.
Huh? But why? Am I allowed to say no? I'm not sure I want to do that.
No? Of course you're not, silly little girl. You won't be living with me in this house anymore. I need my own personal space.
But my wound isn't even fully healed yet. I can't see properly in my left eye, and I'm still not great on my feet. My sense of distance is all messed up, and my balance is all over the place, which makes walking difficult.
That's fine. Your aunt's house is within acceptable distance from the hospital. You'll be able to carry on going to your appointments as normal. How else are you supposed to get your walking back to normal without practice? Besides, where's your fighting spirit? Back in my day, we kept a stiff upper lip when times were tough.
But why? Why do I have to move out to live with Aunt Petunia? I don't understand. Did I do something wrong?
I can't take living with you anymore. I heard the doctor. He said you'd have that scar forever. It's so ugly and disgusting to look at. I'd frankly rather you not be here.
Wow. You're kicking me out because you don't want to look at my face? You're the one who injured me in the first place, Mom!
You're blaming me for what happened? Seriously? Good grief.
Well, you are the only one who pushed me.
I hardly did it on purpose. You're the one who was desperately trying to cling to me for God knows what reason, and all I did was push you away. That's when you stumbled and fell. There just so happened to be a pot of boiling water where you landed. You got injured as a result of your own irresponsible foolishness, and you need to accept the consequences of your actions, young lady.
Mom, you'd been drinking again, and you were going crazy, shouting, screaming, and throwing things just like you always do. I only got involved because I was scared, and I thought you might hurt yourself.
I was certainly not drunk, and I was certainly not going crazy, shouting, screaming, or throwing things. This is one of the most ridiculous loads of baloney I've ever heard. Do not try to paint your mother as some violent alcoholic barbarian. How rude!
Mom, you start throwing stuff and trashing the place every time you drink. Why can't you just accept it? I'm not judging you, I want to help you. But it's like I'm banging my head against a brick wall. It was just last month you threw that flower vase and broke our huge flat-screen TV. Or did you forget that already?
Who do you think you are? How dare you speak to your own mother like that? You impertinent little cretin. Why I oughta... Keep talking. If I wasn't sure I made the right decision by having you move in with your Aunt Petunia, I certainly am now. You're ugly. You can't even see properly. Let's face it, there's no value in keeping you around here whatsoever.
Wow. So go on. Tell me, what exactly do you mean by me having no value?
You bring nothing to the table. I no longer have the time or energy or patience to carry on looking after you. It's nothing but work, work, work. Having you in this house is nothing but trouble for me, and I'm finally washing my hands of you. Starting tomorrow, you'll be Aunt Petunia's problem.
I see. If that's how you feel, maybe it's in my best interest to be as far away from you as possible. I guess there's no reason for me to hold back anymore, so I'll just come out with it. I think you and Dad are the worst parents ever.
Excuse me?
You're both vile, disgusting dirtbags. Oh yeah, and obviously you're a raging alcoholic. Not to mention Dad's gambling addiction. I really couldn't have had a worse set of parents. Now that I think about it, I probably am better off with Aunt Petunia.
Vile and disgusting? Remind me who you're talking about again. Because the only thing that's vile and disgusting here is your ugly face, you insolent little witch. I wish you were never born, you pathetic waste of space. Having you was the biggest mistake of my life. There isn't a day that goes by where I don't regret it.
I can't wait to live with Aunt Petunia. In fact, I'm so excited, I'm not waiting until tomorrow. I'll be gone tonight. I can't bear to be in the same house as someone as evil as you for even a second longer.
Joyce, fantastic. Great. Music to my ears. In that case, hurry up and disappear from my life forever. Believe me, the sooner I see the back of you, the better. Never show your disgusting face around here again, you misshapen little goblin. Even if you come crawling back with tears streaming down your face in the middle of the night, you won't be coming inside.
Don't worry, I'm never coming back. I can't wait to get away from you and Dad. I can finally be happy.
With a face like that? No matter what you do or where you go, you'll never be happy for as long as you live. Forget marriage. With a face like that, you'd be lucky you even found a boyfriend. No, here's what you should do. Give up on the laughable idea that you could ever be happy. Fall into a hole and live out your days quietly, where you cause as little nuisance as possible to us respectable members of society. Hi, Angela. Oh, it's been a while. How have you been?
Huh? Is that Mom?
How old are you? 25, 26? I can't believe you're a fully grown adult now.
Mom, is that really you? This isn't someone playing a trick, is it?
It really is me, your mother. I'm so sorry for not keeping in touch these last 10 years.
Yeah, you should be. Why are you messaging me now after all this time? What do you want? What reason could you possibly have for talking to me right now? Make it quick.
Oh, don't be so cold. I just wanted to speak to my darling daughter, that's all. I've missed you so much. I was wondering if maybe we could meet sometime.
You've got some nerve. To talk about meeting me after kicking me out and not messaging me for 10 whole freaking years? I don't have a single thing to say to you. Not over text, not in real life. And we are so not meeting up.
You say that, but you didn't block me, did you, darling? Thank you, I do appreciate it, you know. If you're honest with yourself deep down, you were probably waiting for me to get back in touch. I can only apologize for taking so long.
Ew, no way. Seeing your name pop up was the last thing I wanted. Anyway, get to the point. Or was that it?
Angela, I owe you an apology. There's no forgiving how I treated you back then. I was horrible to you, and I abandoned you. I won't make any excuses. I'm sorry. How did you get on with the injury after we stopped speaking? Does it still hurt?
The sight in my left eye never came back. The wound healed, so visually I don't look that different to anyone else. But that's only because Aunt Petunia was kind enough to cover my medical bills. If not for her, I would never have been able to afford treatment. Not only that, but she also paid for me to go to college too. I owe her everything. I honestly don't know where I'd be if not for her love and support.
Oh, I'm so pleased to hear that, darling. A woman's beauty is everything. I'm so pleased you won't have to go through life with a nasty little scar. It didn't look good for you at all back then. I was quite worried, you know. I'm grateful for Aunt Petunia, too. I can't help but feel guilty over forcing her to look after my daughter out of the blue like that. You know, I'm actually thinking of apologizing properly to her, too.
You messaged me out of nowhere after 10 years with a surprise apology, and now you want to apologize to Aunt Petunia too? What brought this on? Did you join a cult? I remember everything you said 10 years ago, and how you called me a disgusting little goblin. How you said I was worthless. All of it. Oh yeah, and let's forget you said you wished I was never born. Why are you doing this? Why now?
I can only apologize for the way I behaved back then, Angela. I truly am sorry from the bottom of my heart. Believe me, I thought so long and hard about what I did after you were gone. I've been doing some soul searching lately. It suddenly dawned on me I'm a failure of a mother.
I never knew you had it in you to apologize to another human being. I thought your selfishness knew no bounds. I was sure you were doomed to be that way for the rest of your life.
Don't say things like that. There's no doubt I was the worst of the worst back then. But I'm a changed woman. You believe people can change, don't you, darling? I turned over a new leaf. I stopped drinking too.
Wow, really? Even though you used to get through several bottles of wine a day?
Yes, to tell you the truth, quitting wasn't easy. There were so many times where I felt like I was giving in, like going back to it. The voice inside my head that said, one glass and all the pain goes away, felt so powerful. But every time I felt lost and hopeless and racked with doubt, I remembered your face and it gave me the strength to persevere and carry on.
What made you quit?
Me and your father divorced.
I see. I was amazed you tolerated each other for as long as you did. You were both so arrogant, self-centered, it was a miracle you even lasted long enough to have me.
Your father, he was unfaithful, with a girl much much younger than me. Eventually, he ended up kicking me out of the house so he could move her in my place.
Wow. So he's still a complete scumbag, just like always.
When he did that, I realized the pain of being betrayed by someone you love. At the same time, I was overwhelmed by the heartbreaking sadness of being kicked out on the streets at a moment's notice. My world had been flipped upside down. I felt so pathetic. It was in that moment I finally realized how awful I treated you. I've been a terrible mother and a fool.
You mean you finally understand the pain you put me through?
That's right. I'm fully committed to starting over and becoming a better human being. I knew that if I was serious about walking the path of redemption, I had to at least apologize for everything I did. That's why I messaged you after all these years.
I see.
10 years is a long time. You must have been lonely. Were you?
Yes, of course. Aunt Petunia was the kindest person I could have ever hoped to have in my life, but she did have other kids to look after. No matter how long I stayed there, no matter how well I got along with everyone, I knew deep down I was an outsider, and that it wasn't my home. I saved up as much money as I could and moved out not long after I got there.
That's only natural, darling. Your home is with me, after all.
Make no mistake, though, I feel nothing but gratitude for Aunt Petunia for everything she did for me. She provided me with somewhere to live in safety and comfort. She gave me food, clothes, put a roof over my head, and most importantly, she was there to love and support me when I needed it the most. If not for her, I never would have had the motivation to study and make something of my life, and I never would have gotten into a first-rate college. As a result, I was fortunate enough to land a job at a good company. I always felt so self-conscious and insecure about the scar on my face, but I resolved to work as hard as I possibly could in spite of that. I wasn't going to let what happened back then hold me back.
Yes, I heard. Peeps Industries, right? I couldn't believe it. I was so overcome with pride when I found out my daughter managed to land a job at such a prestigious global company. You really are amazing, Angela.
Wait, how did you know where I work?
I heard from a relative.
Someone's loose-lipped.
You work at their HQ in New York, right? Oh, my daughter is in the big city. They also told me where the apartment you're living in is. You're not a small-town country bumpkin anymore. You really made it, honey. That's my Angela. You're so special and talented. My heart fills with pride and joy every time I think about you.
They told you where I live, too?
I had no idea any daughter of mine would ever grow up to be such a high achiever. You always were different to me and your father.
Right. I thought I was always more similar to Aunt Petunia. One thing's for sure, my childhood would have been a hell of a lot happier if she was my mom.
Yes, darling, maybe it would. Maybe it would. I want you to know how amazing you are, and I'm very proud of you.
Thanks. Was there anything else, or did you just get in touch to heap praise on me? If not, we're done here. I understand how you feel now, so there isn't really much more to say.
Darling, wait! Of course the main reason I reached out to was because I wanted to apologize. But there was one more thing I wanted to talk to you about. You'll hear me out, won't you?
Only if it's quick. What is it? I have a ton of stuff to do, and I'm up early in the morning.
Well, you know how I told you me and your dad divorced? Well, that means I'm all on my own now. How would you feel about us living together? You and your old mother, just the two of us.
Excuse me? Me and you live together?
I know it might sound crazy to you, given how long it's been, and thinking about how I behaved back then, it's probably the last thing you want. But I promise I'm not the same person anymore. I'll never do anything to hurt or upset you ever again.
Crazy doesn't even scratch the surface. But it's true. You must have lost your mind if you're actually asking me this.
Please, darling, won't you give your old mother one more chance? I've changed, I swear.
That may be so, but I'm a grown woman with a life of my own now. Why would I go out of my way to live with my estranged mother? You're more than capable of looking after yourself. Do you still work? Surely you must still be making money.
Let me right my wrongs. I swear this time I'll be a better mother you deserve. It's only right that we live together. We're mother and daughter family. Please, darling, won't you give me one chance to make up for all the horrible things I've done to you? Let me make up for all the lost family time I stole from us. Let me show you how I changed.
This is a lot to take in. There's no way I can give you an answer straight away. I need some time to think.
Right, yes, of course. It's a lot to process, I understand. Of course, darling, take as long as you need. But I hope your answer will be positive and forward-thinking, because I just know that that's the kind of person you are. Let's give things one more shot as mother and daughter. Hey, Angela, how are you? Have you reached a decision yet? You have been thinking positively about this, haven't you? About me and you living together. I hate to rush you, but I really am going to need an answer soon.
Yes, I've decided.
You have? Darling, the suspense is killing me. Go on, what is it?
You are sorry for what you did, aren't you?
Yes, dear, of course I am. When I think about how awfully I treated you, I'm filled with nothing but shame and regret. I put you through so much unnecessary pain and suffering. I'm so sorry for everything. I know I'll never be able to take back what I did, but I at least hope you'll give me the opportunity to make it up to you and showing you how sorry I really am for letting me live with you.
I think I understand your feelings now, Mom. You do seem genuinely sorry, which is why I've decided the answer is yes. We're going to live together.
Really?
You'll never say anything horrible to me again, will you? Like you did when I was a kid?
Never, ever, ever! I swear on my life. I know I was an abject failure of a mother back then, but I want you to know I'll do anything for you now.
Anything? Do you mean that? Would you really do anything for me?
Of course! Believe in me, and I'll show you you made the right decision. I know it's selfish of me, but I've never longed for nothing more than for one more shot at being your mother, to right the wrongs of the past. I know I never gave you the love or affection a little girl deserves or needs. I know how much I hurt you, and I'll never forgive myself for that. But from here on out, I want to atone for everything and show you how special you really are to me. I'm going to spoil you rotten like I should have done back then.
I never thought the day would come where we'd be having this conversation. And actually, I'm so pleased you came back. I'm unemployed right now, so I could really use the help. The timing couldn't have been better. Things were starting to look rough, but with you here to look after me, all my problems will be a thing of the past. I can't wait to take you up on that offer of spoiling me rotten.
Excuse me? You're unemployed?
Yep. Didn't I tell you? But I actually quit my job at Peeps Industries recently, so I'm unemployed right now. But that's okay because you're going to be there to look after me, right, Mom? I'm so relieved you came back.
Oh my God! Whatever possessed you to quit your job at the most prestigious companies in the world? What a waste! Why would you do such a thing? There are people who would kill to clean toilets at that company. And you quit? I've read the articles. They're famous for being one of the highest paying companies in America.
I decided to quit a while ago. When you came back and suggested we live together, I couldn't believe my luck. The timing couldn't have been better.
Why on earth didn't you tell me this before?
Huh? Mom, are you okay? Is something wrong? You seem a little perturbed. Why are you so angry?
The only reason I reached out to you was because I heard you worked at a major global company.
Huh? But didn't you say you were gonna spoil me rotten? Well, I'm ready to be spoiled. Let's move in together.
I will not be moving in with an unemployed leech. I thought you were on a huge salary when I suggested we should live together.
Oh, does that mean you've changed your mind?
Who in their right mind would move in with a good-for-nothing jobless scoundrel like you? You're broke and I have no use for you.
I see. What a shame. One thing's for sure, though. You haven't changed a bit. All this stuff about you having turned over a new leaf and being a different person was total bull, wasn't it? You almost fooled me.
That's my line, you deceitful little liar. You almost tricked me into moving in with a lazy shut-in hermit.
I guess that's the end of our long-awaited emotional reunion then. That didn't last long. Looks like we're gonna have to go our separate ways again, huh? Right back to square one.
I have nothing more to say to you.
Aw, I'm like so totally sad and broken up about that.
Angela, are you there? You tricked me, why, you little...
What do you want? Didn't you say you had nothing more to say to me?
Don't play dumb with me, you stupid girl. I know the truth. You lied about being unemployed.
Strange. I don't remember lying about anything.
Don't play games with me. I heard you got a job with another major company. Apparently, these guys pay even better than Peep Industries. Your bank account must be overflowing.
Yeah, they're a great company. So I guess you could say that. I didn't lie about anything, though.
You said you were unemployed. What's that if not a barefaced lie? I bet you did it because you didn't want to live with me.
You just happened to message me straight after I resigned from the old company. Before I was officially hired by the new one, there was a period in between where I didn't have a job, which means I was technically unemployed.
Well, in that case, why didn't you damn well tell me? You were just trying to cause an argument for argument's sake, weren't you? You petty little cretin.
Did I really want to argue with you? I wonder.
You have no idea what you've done. When I heard you were unemployed,
Go on, Mom. What did you do?
I got into more debt. I contacted the loan shark because I thought I wouldn't be able to rely on you, and I didn't know what else to do. I never would have done it if I knew how much money you were making.
I already know all this. A relative told me. Apparently, you're struggling financially these days. Something about Dad demanding compensation and taking you to court? Something about crippling monthly payments that leave you with barely enough money left to eat?
Wait, you know? How long have you known all this?
I reached out to a few relatives after you messaged me out of nowhere, suggesting we move in together. I wanted to know what your ulterior motive was.
Ulterior motive? You mean you never believed me from the beginning?
You said all that stuff about how you finally understood the pain of being betrayed after Dad cheated on you and kicked you out of the house. But it was you who cheated all along, wasn't it? Both Dad and the wife of the guy you cheated on him with demanded you pay them huge amounts of compensation.
What's so funny? This is not a laughing matter. I don't even know if I can afford to eat tomorrow.
I guess that's why you tried cozying up to me again. So I'd take pity on you and take over your debt and compensation payments? You must be a real moron if you thought it was ever gonna work. You haven't changed at all. You're still the same selfish scumbag you were back then.
Scumbag? Is this how you speak to your mother?
It's the truth.
Whether you think it's the truth or not, that is no way to speak to your mother.
I haven't thought of you as my mother for over a decade. You're a stranger to me. I have no mother.
Whether you admit it or not, I am your mother and I always will be. Accordingly, you have a duty to look after me in my time of need. I know you've gotten the money. It's time to fulfill your familiar obligation.
Obligation? The only obligation I have is to myself, and that's to get as far away from you as possible. Besides, it's your fault you're in mountains of debt. It's got nothing to do with me. Stop trying to drag me into the mess you made. I could be the richest woman on the planet, and I still wouldn't have a single dollar for you.
I gave birth to you and raised you, you ungrateful little witch. It's time you paid me back and showed me the gratitude I deserve. I might have handed the baton over to Aunt Petunia after it all got too much for me, but I still gave birth to you and raised you for over 10 years.
My debt of gratitude got canceled out the moment you got blind drunk and pushed me headfirst into a pot of boiling water. All of my childhood memories consisting of you belittling or attacking me in some form. Forget gratitude. All I feel for you is hatred.
Come on, darling, surely it wouldn't hurt to toss a little something my way. I tell you what, if you just send me one envelope with enough of a little something inside to help me get out of, an awful pinch I'm in, I'll leave you alone forever. I swear I'll never speak to you again for as long as I live. So what'll it be, sweetie? Do you have a deal?
Tell me, Mom, do you know what hatred means?
Huh?
Let me tell you what I mean when I say hatred. It means I wish you nothing but absolute misery and unhappiness. If I don't give you money, you'll suffer all kinds of struggle and hardships, right? I want you to be as unhappy as humanly possible.
Oh my god, are you some kind of demon? What kind of evil daughter wishes unhappiness on her own mother? You're wicked.
Maybe so, but if I am, it must be in my genes. It would hardly be a surprise with you and Dad as my parents, would it? We're done here. This time, it's my turn to toss you aside like the piece of garbage that you are. Disappear from my life forever, you pathetic waste of space. With that, my ex-mother sunk into the depths of debt repayment hell. She'd burned all her bridges long ago, and there wasn't a soul in the world who was willing to help her in her time of need. What goes around comes around. As for my dad, being just as hopelessly addicted to gambling as he always was, apparently he wasted every last cent of the huge compensation payout he got from my mom at the casino within days of receiving it. He rushed to my mom's house in a desperate panic and attempted to force his way in to extract more money from her. Obviously, there was no way in hell she was ever going to go along with it. Tensions quickly reached boiling point. A squabble turned into a shouting match, and the shouting match turned into a fight. Before long, they were wrestling each other on the front lawn, and before the day was up, they were both lying in hospital beds. They're just as bad as each other. It'd actually be comical if it wasn't so tragic. Cruel and barbaric, arrogant and selfish. Wouldn't you just want to weep for humanity if we were all like that? I vowed to do everything in my power to ensure I end up absolutely nothing like them. And you should too.
Hey Mia, it's been a while. It's your mother.
Sorry, who?
I mean your biological mother? Wait, didn't I give you this number before?
No, you never gave me this number. And anyway, what do you want from me all of a sudden?
Oh, come on. There's no need to treat me like a stranger.
You basically are a stranger to me, though.
This kind of stubbornness really doesn't look good on you. You're a girl, so try to act a little more courteous.
I've no courtesy for the woman who cheated on my dad and then abandoned us. Why are you even contacting me again right now? I thought I made it clear before that I never wanted to see or talk to you ever again.
Well, I tried to contact your father first, but he keeps ignoring me. So I figured that if it was going to be like that, I'd try messaging you instead. There's no problem with something like that, is there? It's your dad's fault for ignoring me.
Whatever it is you want to say to us, we don't want to hear it. Dad and I are happy living on our own without you. Don't contact us again. We want nothing to do with you.
How can you be so cold towards me? I'm the one who brought you into this world. Don't you even understand how painful giving birth is? The least you could do is act a little nicer to me.
If you bring this up again, I'll just block you right now.
Wait. I just want you to pass a message from me to your father.
Why? Dad not replying to your message is his answer to whatever you want to say. Just leave us alone and stop trying to involve us in your problems.
Look, I really am in a bit of trouble. I'll be honest with you. I'm really struggling with money at the moment. It's at the point where I can barely buy food to eat tomorrow.
So what? You want money from Dad? You guys are already divorced. He doesn't have to give you anything at all. Why don't you ask the guy you cheated on Dad with for money? You know, your new husband.
The two of us got divorced already, you know. That's why I'm trying to ask your dad for some help instead.
Is that it? Just get a job and earn some money on your own for once.
I can't do that right now. You see, I have a child to look after.
What do you mean you need to look after a child? Whose?
Her name is Katie. She's your little sister.
I still don't understand why this has anything to do with us.
Katie is still in elementary school, so I can't just find a job and start working. I need to be at home to look after her.
Since you have a kid, she also must have a father. Get him to pay for child support.
You're still just a child, so I guess you don't understand how the world works yet. But just because you get a divorce, it doesn't necessarily mean that you get child support as well. After Katie's father and I divorced, he cut all contact with me completely, and I haven't been able to get a hold of him no matter how hard I try. I haven't received even one payment from him.
And so what? Poor you? Am I supposed to feel sorry for you? I'm telling you that this has nothing to do with me and Dad. It just means that you were naive and got yourself into a bad predicament.
How cruel! Don't you care that your little sister isn't going to have any food to eat? This is the most important time for her development. Don't you feel even a little sorry for her?
Don't try and guilt trip me over this. I've never even met her before. Just because you message me out of the blue and tell me that I have a little sister doesn't mean that I'm going to have some sisterly feelings for her immediately. She's your daughter, so you're the one who needs to look after her. That's your responsibility as a parent.
That's exactly why I need the money. So that I can look after her and provide her with what she needs. You can relate to how bad it is not to have food on the table, right? Remember that time I left you at home and went traveling with my boyfriend while your dad was away on a long business trip? You kept crying because there was no food. It was that fuss you caused that ended up exposing my affair and leading to the divorce in the first place. Since you know how it feels, I'm sure you don't want Katie to experience the same pain you did at that time.
Obviously, I don't want anyone else to go through that. If you were to do something like that a second time, you really would be the lowest of the low. You're not doing that again, are you? You're looking after her properly, right?
Well, that depends on you and your father.
What are you on about? How does it depend on us?
Just make sure you convince your dad to send me money, okay? Once he transfers some money into my account, I'll make sure that Katie can eat properly. I'll text you again later, so make sure you tell him what I said.
You gotta be kidding me. Who actually acts like this? You really are the worst.
This is Katie? Are the messages sending properly? Sorry, I don't really know how to use this thing that well yet.
Katie! Thanks for contacting me. I'm sorry about going to your house unannounced like that. You must have been surprised when I showed up.
It did surprise me at first, but I wasn't so worried once I realized you knew about me. I figured you must know my mom, too?
Oh, that makes sense. It's a good thing you have your own phone. Did your mom buy it for you?
Yeah, she did. She told me I need one so that she can tell me what I need to do.
Is that so? Anyway, we didn't really get to finish our conversation from before. This might sound strange, but you love your mom, don't you?
Of course I do. She's the only family I have.
Of course. Sorry, I didn't mean to ask anything strange. And I'm sorry for trying to get you to leave the house and come with me before. That must have made you feel a little uncomfortable, right?
Well, I'm not allowed to leave the house. Sorry, but I can't leave with you.
Why can't you leave the house? Is it because it was too late in the evening? You leave the house when you go to school, don't you?
I don't go to school.
What do you mean? You haven't been going?
Mom says that I don't need to go to school anymore.
Has she always said that?
Pretty much. I did go to school in the first grade, but I haven't gone since then.
I see. What time will your mom be home? Do you know?
I really don't know when she'll be back next. She does come back some days.
Comes back sometimes. She doesn't come home every night?
Sorry, can I ask you a question? Are you really my older sister? Was that true?
Yes, it's true. We have a different dad, but our mom is the same.
To be honest, I have a bit of a problem. Could you please help me?
What is it? I'll try to help if I can.
There's no more food left at home. Even if I ask Mom for some, she just tells me to drink some water. That's why I was so happy that you brought me over some snacks. Thank you so much, by the way. I was so hungry and I didn't know what I was supposed to do.
Don't mention it. I'm glad I was able to help you a little by bringing those snacks. I should have tried a little harder to convince you to come with me. Then you could have had a proper meal here at my house.
Oh, but I'm not allowed to leave the house. Mom will get angry at me if I do. I don't want her to get angry, so I don't really want to leave. But
I would be really happy if you could come by with some more snacks another time. Oh, I'm sorry for asking you for something so selfish.
It's not selfish at all. Don't worry, I'll bring some again. But aren't you lonely being stuck at home by yourself all day?
It is lonely. I'm here all the time and I have no friends to play with.
And you want to go to school, don't you?
Of course I do. I really enjoyed it when I went in the first grade.
Then you need to leave that place!
But Mom will get angry.
Don't worry, I'll talk to her for you. Is it okay if I come over now?
I think it's fine. Oh, but I wonder if Mom will get angry about it.
She won't. Don't worry. And even if she does get angry, I'll protect you. You have nothing to worry about.
I got it. Thanks. Mom told me that I'm not allowed to talk to adults apart from her. But it's fine if it's you, right? She wouldn't get angry at me for talking to my older sister, would she?
Of course it's fine. I'm still in high school, so I'm not an adult yet. Not only am I still a kid, I'm your sister. So everything is okay.
Oh, that's great. Okay, I'll be waiting for you.
Mia, your dad is still ignoring my messages and he hasn't sent me any money yet either. What's going on? He should have sent something by now. Haven't you talked to him yet?
You seriously haven't noticed
What haven't I noticed? Cut to the chase.
that your daughter has disappeared from home? I guess that means you haven't been home for days now.
What? Are you telling me you've been to visit Katie?
I did. I wanted to confirm what you had told me the other day. I got your address from Dad and went to have a look.
And what? You took Katie away with you?
Of course I did. Anybody would have done the same. How long have you left her there by herself? The house was a complete mess, full of trash. The fridge was empty. She was crying because she was so hungry.
What was I supposed to do about it? Your dad didn't send any money.
No. You had left her in that situation even before you came to us asking for money.
But anyway, thanks. It was so nice of you to take her away and look after her for me. I was thinking about going in to check on her sometime soon, but I really didn't feel like it. You really helped out there.
Are you crazy? You really haven't changed a bit, have you? What do you think would have happened to her if I didn't go there to see her? She was completely malnourished.
But she was still alive, right? So everything's all good. If you're worried so much about her, why don't you just keep her with you? I don't mind. You see, I've moved in with my new boyfriend recently. But I didn't tell him that I have a kid, so if you keep her there, it works out perfectly.
Always looking out for yourself. But Katie isn't here with me and Dad.
What? Then where is she?
We gave her in to Child Protective Services. Even though she isn't registered as a relative or anything, we couldn't just leave her at that house.
What? You went to child services? Are you out of your mind?
Of course we took her there. I might be her half-sister, but you're the one with official custody and responsibility over her. Dad said that there was no way that he was going to pay you money. But that if we just took her in ourselves, you cause a big fuss. So, we decided to go through the proper authorities to make sure you didn't try and make us out to be the bad guys who took your daughter away or something like that.
Bring her back right now!
That's not happening. Child Protective Services should have contacted you by now. So, have they? How hadn't you realized that she was gone for so long?
I did get a few phone calls from some unknown number. But I assumed that it was just a debt collector or something, so I didn't pick up.
You're in debt too? Why am I not surprised? You're so pitiful.
Hey, I needed money to live.
And I bet you used all that money on yourself. If you had used it for Katie, there might still have been some hope left for you.
So what's going to happen to me? I did get a warning from Child Protective Services that time I left you alone, too.
You'll probably get arrested for child abuse this time. Surely you know that.
Arrested? But all I did was leave the house for a few days. And this time, I even got Katie a phone so that we could still stay in touch. So, it's not like she was really on her own the entire time or anything. If something had happened, she could always reach me so that I'd come back and help.
How many times did she message you saying that there was no food left? And you didn't come back to get her more or help her. You just kept telling her to drink water. You even got angry at her for bothering you with such small things. I don't even know why you got her the phone if you were going to basically ignore her anyway.
It's not like she died or anything. What's the problem? I was trying to make sure I didn't mess up again like I did that one time with you. That's why I got her the phone. And now because of you, I'm going to get in trouble again. How are you going to fix this?
What are you talking about? Have you really lost your mind? Are you really this stupid? Don't do things that you know you'll get in trouble for if they're found out. It's that simple. If you have kids, then you need to raise them properly. If you're just going to leave them alone all the time, don't have them.
Katie's father told me that he would pay child support. That's why I agreed on the divorce. I'm not the bad guy here. It's my lying ex who won't pay for child support who's in the wrong. And your dad, who won't give me any money either, is also part of the problem.
I agree that Katie's father is also in the wrong for not paying the child support like he was supposed to. But she was still in your custody. You had a responsibility to look after her properly. You always try to find someone else to blame for your mistakes. That much still hasn't changed, I see.
How about this then? I'll give Katie over to you two. I don't need any custody over her. I'll rescind it. And in return, you can tell Child Protective Services that we've already reached a conclusion and that they don't need to be involved anymore. I'm really happy with my current life and new boyfriend. I don't want it to get messed up by this.
Dad and I don't need to do anything just for you to keep your life going as it is. Why should we cooperate with someone like you? You can go to hell for all I care. You've done the same terrible thing twice now. With 2 different kids. You don't deserve to be happy.
Mia, please. This is the one request I have of you. Help me out this one time. I'm begging you.
No way. It didn't matter how many times either I or Katie wished and wished for you to come home. You never did. There's no reason at all for me to help you. Deal with all of this yourself this time. I hope you really feel the same despair that Katie must have felt all alone in that filthy house.
Mia, it's Katie.
Katie! It's so good to hear from you. I guess they finally let you use your phone there?
Yeah. Someone taught me how to connect to the Wi-Fi here, so now I can finally message you.
That's great to hear. I'm glad we can finally contact each other again. I'm sorry I haven't been able to go and visit you. How have you been? Is everything okay?
Everything is good. Everyone here is really nice to me. But when do you think I'll be able to see Mom?
I think it won't be for a while. Mom is really busy with work at the moment, so she hasn't had time to visit you.
Oh, I see.
Listen, I spoke with my dad earlier. Katie, what would you say about living together with me and my dad?
Really? I could come and live with you and your dad?
Yeah. Of course, it's up to you, though.
Then I'll be able to be together with you more, right?
That's right.
Oh, but won't I get in the way? I mean, you, me, and your dad, we're not family.
If we all live together, you will become family.
I will? By living together?
Yeah. My dad also said he hopes you come to live with us.
Huh, he really said that? Oh, that makes me happy to hear that. The pancakes he made for me that other time tasted so good. I want to have those again.
He'll definitely make them for you again. Just hold on a little longer.
Okay, I will. Thank you so much. I'll be a good girl and wait for you here.
Don't worry. I already know you're a good girl. We'll definitely come get you soon. I promise.
I'll be here waiting.
After that, Child Protective Services and the police looked into Katie's case and how Mom was treating her and decided to take away her custody rights. She won't be able to regain custody of Katie for several years. For that period, Katie would either be placed in foster care or given to another relative to be looked after. Dad and I had really hoped that we would be the ones to look after her. We looked into every avenue that might make that possible. While doing so, we were able to get into contact with Katie's father. He said that if we wanted to take care of her, he would be fine with that and wouldn't have anything against it. Just like Mom, he seems to be a selfish person. As long as he wasn't the one who would have to look after her, he was fine to go along with anything we said. It really annoyed me having to deal with someone like that. But in the end, it would be much better for Katie to come and live with us instead of such useless parents like her mom and dad. What an ironic situation. Mom was arrested by the police for abusing Katie in the way she did. But despite the arrest, she wasn't convicted and didn't go to prison. But after she was arrested, her new boyfriend found out not only that she lied about having a child, but also the way that she had treated Katie, and the relationship collapsed. On top of that, her dad also caught up with her, and I heard that she is living a pretty miserable life now trying to pay it all off. Katie has recently started bringing Mom up in conversation too, so I think she is finally starting to realize the truth of the situation. I think it's important that she does find out what really happened, but Dad and I decided to wait until she is a little older before telling her. To be honest, even I was a little surprised that my dad was so open in taking Katie to raise her. I don't have a whole lot of life experience right now, so maybe that's why I don't fully understand what he is thinking. But in normal circumstances, I think most people would really be against raising the child of their ex-wife and the man that she was having an affair with. I was the one who made the first move and tried to get Katie away from Mom without even discussing it with him. Instead of getting angry or scolding me, he praised me for my actions. I'll never forget how he patted my head and said, "You did the right thing." That moment will stay with me for the rest of my life. There's even a bit of feeling inside me that not only did I save Katie this time, but I also saved my younger self too. Saving Katie from the horrible situation she was in and receiving some positive affirmation from my dad made me feel really, really good. I hope that in the future, I can become someone as kind and compassionate as my dad. It's true that the three of us make up a kind of an oddball family, but I'm going to do my best so that we can all create happy memories together, and so that Katie will be glad that she came to live with us. I'll do everything in my power to protect my little sister from now on.
Aaron, hey honey, you working this weekend? I was thinking of taking Sophia along to the movie theater as a treat. It'd be great if we could all go as a family. Want to come with us? Popcorn's on me.
Bummer, I'm working this weekend. The boss has been on my case about some presentation materials for ages now, so I said I'd go in and get them done. We'll have to go just the two of you.
I see. Oh, before I forget, did you remember to book off the 2nd of next month off as a holiday? It's Sophia's last sports day at kindergarten.
Damn, I forgot. In any case, I'm probably not going to be able to go anyway. I have a bunch of deadlines to meet around the 2nd, so the boss would never let me take it off.
Look, I get that you're busy, but that's what you always say when there's an event at kindergarten coming up. Does your work consist of nothing but deadlines or something? You didn't even go to her entrance ceremony.
Yeah, Lulu, my job does consist of nothing but deadlines. You got a problem with that? I had deadlines back then too. Jeez, just get off my back already.
Look, Aaron, just please calm down. I'm not here for an argument. Isn't there anything you can do about it this time? We'd both really love it if you came. I totally get how busy you are with work. I know the boss is always on your case and I don't want to mess things up for you there. but I'd really appreciate it if you made more of an effort to spend time with your family.
What am I meant to do, Lulu? Work is work. It's not like I enjoy being constantly swamped with deadlines or having an overbearing boss breathing down my neck all the time. But if you like having food on the table, you're just gonna have to suck it up.
But you hardly ever seem to get days off. Is what they're doing to you even legal? They don't even give you time off for important events when you book months in advance. Surely there must be some way for them to work around the deadline thing with that much notice? Have you ever thought about reporting them to the Labor Standards Committee?
Really, Lulu? You seriously think that's an option? This is just how it is in my line of work. There's nothing I can do about it. This is just how it is in my line of work. There's nothing I can do about it. I knew what I was getting myself into when I joined the company, so I can hardly start complaining now, can I? It wouldn't just be nonsensical, it'd be rude.
Please, just think about it for a moment. When's the last time you and Sophia actually went out together?
When was it? I did take her to kindergarten a few times.
That was over 2 years ago, Aaron. Sophia doesn't even remember it anymore.
Wow, was it really that long ago? It's scary how fast time flies.
Yes, it really was. You haven't been out with her a single time since then, have you? It's getting to her, you know. She misses her dad. She even said something the other day.
What did she say?
She said, "Mommy, why is Daddy never at home? My friends' daddies always take them out to play. It's not fair." And it's true. They take them out to the park, the zoo, on camping trips, to theme parks. You know, normal father-daughter stuff.
That's amazing. How are these guys finding time to do this? Don't they have jobs?
It's not amazing at all. It's normal. And of course they have jobs. It's called work-life balance. Anyway, listen, because that's not all of it. This is the part that upset me the most. She asked me, "Why is our family so different to all my friends' families?"
Oh man, give me a break. What am I even meant to say to that? Work is work. What would you have me do, quit?
I'd never ask you to do that. I'm just asking you to pay your daughter a little consideration now and then. Her dad is technically around, but she may as well be growing up in a single-mother household. You come home so late at night, and the only time she ever gets to see you is for a few minutes at the breakfast table in the morning before you rush off to work. Your own daughter's gonna forget who you are if you carry on like this. Your own daughter's gonna forget who you are if you carry on like this.
Oh, don't be so dramatic. Like Sophia could ever forget me. She's not a goldfish.
You don't know, do you? What I'm saying, of course you don't. Sophia only draws pictures of me.
Pictures?
Yes, your daughter loves to draw pictures, and I'm the only parent who's ever in them. She'll come running over, "Mommy, look, I drew a picture of our family." But apparently me, her, and Mr. Bobbins the cat are the only members of our family as far as she's concerned. Because you're never anywhere to be seen. She hasn't drawn you once. I think she's already forgetting who you are.
Seriously? Oh man.
That's why you need to start spending more time with her. Why don't you take her to the zoo or something? And when I say that, I mean soon. Remind her you exist.
Alright, I will.
How's Sunday the 30th?
God, I'm crazy busy that day.
But you're always busy. We knew that already. It doesn't necessarily have to be the 30th. Just make whatever adjustments to your schedule you need to and go to the zoo with your daughter.
Alright, fine, I will. Let's see if I can get the 30th off.
You better not cancel on her at the last minute. It would break her little heart. If you do cancel, me and your daughter will never be able to trust you again. I'll have no choice but to raise her as a single mother. Because, let's face it, that's what you've made me into.
Jeez, Lulu, fine, I get it. I already said I'll take her. You don't have to threaten me.
It's gonna be midnight soon. Aren't you a little late coming home? Is everything okay? You're supposed to be taking Sophia to the zoo in the morning. You didn't forget, did you?
It's just, listen, Lulu, there was some trouble at work. That's why I'm running a little later than usual.
I thought you adjusted your schedule so you get off early today to get ready for your day out tomorrow. How the heck is it almost midnight? I made you something to eat because you told me you'd be home early.
I'm sorry, that was originally the plan, I swear.
You and Sophia have to be up early tomorrow morning to catch the bus for the zoo in time, don't you? I'm over the moon about you taking her out. Really, I am, but you're gonna spend your first day in 2 years together dragging your feet around like some sleep-deprived zombie at this rate.
Yeah, you're right. I think we might have to leave a little later than we planned.
Please tell me you're not about to cancel on your daughter.
Of course not, we're going. It's just that trouble at work I mentioned, no one could have seen it coming. I swear I did want to get out early, but I had to stay behind to deal with some fallout. But we are going to the zoo. I promise we are, so just chill, okay, babe?
Sophia's so excited she can barely contain herself. I'm begging you, Aaron. Please don't let your daughter down this time.
No, I said chill. Seriously, there's nothing to worry about. I'll be home within the next 30 minutes. The guys at the office weren't actually done dealing with the crap that happened, but I just said screw it and left anyway. There was no way I could stay any longer. I don't have time to get dragged into endless work drama when I have a date with my daughter planned for tomorrow.
So what actually happened?
So there's this client we meet with a few times a week, and I'm not exaggerating when I say this. He's the biggest pain in the ass I've ever met in my life. To cut a long story short, he flipped out when he realized we'd made some tiny alterations to his proposal due to budget issues, and the whole office descended into chaos. Anyway, don't worry about it. I'll wash my hands of the place when I realize I might not make it in time for my early start tomorrow. I can deal with it when I go back on Monday. My only priority now is enjoying mine and my daughter's day out at the zoo tomorrow.
I see. Well, I want you to know I really appreciate that, Aaron. Okay. I'm waiting with your supper. See you soon. Be as quick as you can. Did you find her?
No, she's nowhere to be seen.
Where the hell did she go? I just ran over to the Lost Child Center at the far end of the zoo, but they said they hadn't seen or heard anything.
I see. Darn.
Oh, what do we do? I wonder if they'll check the surveillance cameras for us? Should we just go around asking randomers if they've seen her?
Lulu, just calm down. We've got to have our heads screwed on properly right now. The zoo staff have already said they'll keep their eyes peeled for any sign of her, right? That's a lot of pairs of eyes, so don't worry. We'll find her soon. I just know it. Let's meet up and look together.
How can you tell me to calm down at a time like this? We've been looking for her for a whole hour and we haven't found so much as a clue to where she might have gone. What if she got involved in some kind of accident? Or worse, what if someone took her?
No way, don't even say things like that, Lulu. She's probably wandering around aimlessly at some less visited part of the zoo as we speak. Ah, that's it! I bet she just went off to try and find the pandas. You know how much she loves pandas, right? Right, honey?
I can't take this anymore. I'm calling the police.
No, stop, you mustn't! Just hold on. There's no need to do anything drastic.
Why?
Because you'll have half the police in the state down here, and they'll have the zoo shut down. You can't do that for a little girl wandering off to find some pandas. It's embarrassing. She just got lost. Like I said, we're sure to find her if we just keep looking.
Are you saying there's absolutely no possibility that she's been taken by some weirdo? You see that kind of thing all the time on the news these days. She might not even be at the zoo anymore for all we know. They could have taken her anywhere.
Chill out, it's fine.
How can you say that? You can't possibly know. We have to consider all scenarios here, especially the worst ones.
But this just isn't the kind of thing that justifies calling the cops. Do you have any idea how much money it costs them to send out search parties for stuff like this?
How can you be so nonchalant? It's almost like you don't care. What the hell has gotten into you, Aaron? Your daughter has been missing for over an hour, for crying out loud. You're not even a little bit worried about her, are you?
Of course I am. I'm just trying not to lose my head like you are. The only way we're going to find her is by keeping cool.
Liar! You're more worried about the freaking police budget than you are about finding your daughter. If you really cared, you'd stop at nothing to track her down. Why can't we call the cops? Surely it's best to call them on the off chance she's in danger?
Oh, how many times do I have to tell you? Sophia's fine.
And how many times do I have to ask you how you can say that? The only way you could say that is if you knew where she is. Wait a sec. No way. Do you know? Do you know where she is?
And there it is, the crazy talk begins. Jesus Christ, Lulu, how the hell would I know that?
You do, don't you? You know something, don't you? Tell me. That's the only way you could possibly be this calm. No father on this planet would react to his daughter going missing. Tell me the truth now.
Look, I really don't know where she is, and that's the truth. But I do know she's not alone.
What does that mean? How do you know that?
Sophia's with someone called Amy right now. I just got a message.
Amy? What? Who's Amy?
Well, you could say that she's an acquaintance.
Aaron, are you? Oh my god, you're not having an affair, are you?
Whoa there! Wait a second. No. It's not that at all.
Then explain yourself! I'm not messing around here. Tell me what's going on right this instant.
Lulu, I'm so sorry. Alright, fine. I may have cheated on you.
Oh my god, I can't believe it!
I'm so sorry. I swear I am. I never thought this would happen. It was never my intention to cheat. It kind of just happened.
You lying, cheating, low-life scumbag! Now tell me where my Sophia's been for the last hour and tell me why she's with your bimbo mistress. Ugh! Explain yourself now.
Look, Lulu, Amy has high hopes and aspirations of her own. She says she wanted to take everything from you.
From me? What?
She says she wants to steal everything you have, which includes stealing me by becoming my wife. It also includes Sophia in the house. She wants everything, and she'll stop at nothing to get her way.
What on earth? She wants to steal everything I have? But I don't even know her. Why does she hate me so much? This makes no sense. Have we met before? Did I do something to upset her?
Well, I can't claim to understand how a woman's mind works.
Oh, I think I can. She probably just hates me because she wanted to get her claws into you. But she saw me, your wife, as just standing in her way. She's jealous. So she wants to take everything I have to satisfy her twisted ambitions.
I don't know, Lulu. I think she just enjoys the feeling of motherhood she gets from being around Sophia. She always talks about how much she loves kids and how great it'd be to have some of her own someday. If you ask me, she just wants to be a mom. I want you to know she'd never do anything to hurt Sophia. She's in safe hands.
But what if Sophia doesn't want to be around her? Then there's no telling what she might do then. She might lose her temper and hurt her when she realizes she can't get her own way. If she's deranged enough to abduct someone else's daughter, she's capable of anything.
No way, she's not like that. She'd never hurt Sophia, I'm sure of it. She'd never do anything that reckless, I swear.
She abducted our freaking daughter at the zoo, Aaron. She was hardly the picture of sanity to begin with, was she? I bet she followed us, waiting for her opportunity to strike, and then snatched her as soon as we weren't looking. Normal human beings do not behave like this. This is the kind of thing you see in crime documentaries about psychopaths. How can you be so sure she won't hurt Sophia?
Alright, fine, you do have a point.
I'm hurt enough that you cheat on me, but could you at least not have cheated on me with someone who doesn't act like an escaped mental patient? What attracted you to a lunatic like her? What the hell is wrong with you, Aaron?
No, Amy never used to be like this. It was only recently she started acting weird. I've got a feeling the reason they're pulling this crazy stunt today might have something to do with us fighting yesterday.
Wait, you met her yesterday too? Is that why you came home from work so late? I thought you said there was some trouble at the office with a client.
Look, fine, I'll tell you the truth. It's Amy's birthday today. But since she wouldn't stop nagging at me to spend time with you and Sophia, I had no choice but to cancel that day. When I did, she completely lost it. I tried to be diplomatic, but there was no reasoning with her. She was so furious, it was like I was speaking to a different person.
You mean she pulled a guilt trip on you? It probably went something like, "Who's more important to you, me or your family, huh? Am I right?
Yeah, that's exactly what she said, actually. But I told her my family are more important. That's why I'm here with you guys today.
Have you even heard yourself, Aaron? You cheated on me for crying out loud. You've got some nerve to claim me and Sophia matter to you. The only reason this is happening is because of you. This is all your fault. I'll never forgive you.
Huh? My fault?
Obviously, it's all your fault. Who else is there to blame?
I'm so sorry.
Quit with your empty, meaningless apologies and listen to me. You will contact your disturbed psycho of a mistress and find out where she is with my daughter immediately.
She might get mad again. Surely we don't want to poke the bear while she still has Sophia.
That's why you're going to message her with a groveling apology for choosing your family over her. You let her know how sorry you are, what a huge mistake you've made, and you find out where she is without a single shot being fired by pretending to be on her side. I'm sure you can come up with something. Let's meet up, babe. Me, you, and Sophia. Now we can be a real family. You come up with some bullcrap like that about how special she is to you, so she lets her guard down, and you find out exactly where she is with our daughter.
Got it. All right, I can do this. What do we do once we know where they are? Should I go alone and bring Sophia back?
And how exactly do you intend to do that?
By force.
Didn't you just say we shouldn't poke the bear? She's clearly unhinged already. Do you really think a physical confrontation is the most intelligent way to solve this? Sure, she could direct her anger towards you, in which case I can't particularly say I'd care. But Sophia could get hurt too, which I am absolutely not willing to risk. We need to leave this to the professionals.
The professionals?
I'm calling the police.
Come on, Lulu, I understand you're scared, but wouldn't you rather avoid this becoming a police matter? This is just a personal problem at the end of the day. Let's solve it amongst ourselves.
You mean you're terrified of the embarrassment of people finding out what a horrible husband, father, and human being you are?
Well, it would involve you telling the police about the affair, wouldn't it? It would be just as embarrassing for you as it would be for me.
Our daughter could be in danger and you're worried about your goddamn reputation? You make me sick. What she did is a crime. This became a police matter the moment she abducted our daughter. How much more evidence do you need that she's crazy? Normal, stable people do not act like this. Our daughter's been abducted and being held hostage as we speak, and you don't want me to call the police? What do you think the police even exist for if not stuff like this? There's no time to waste. We have to get Sophia back.
Fine.
You better not say anything to alarm her. She's unpredictable and dangerous, and she needs to stay calm. Make her think you're on her side and find out where she is. Do it now.
How'd it go?
Okay, I'm waiting. Get in touch with her now. What are you waiting for? Hurry up, do it.
You told me to not...
Where are you?
You told me not to try and approach them to prevent Amy doing anything crazy, so I'm just hanging back right now.
The police just handed Sophia back to me. She has no injuries and seems more or less okay. She did cry a little, but I think that's just because she was confused and missing her mom. She doesn't seem too shaken.
Oh, thank God for that. So the cops got her back from Amy and made sure she was safe? What happened with Amy?
Well, she lost her temper and started running around trying to flying roundhouse kick the cops. It took 7 officers to restrain her. She even managed to injure 2 of them. It looks like assaulting police officers is going to be added onto the child abduction charges.
It took 7 cops to restrain Amy? A single woman, but she's tiny.
She was like a woman possessed. One of the officers said she had the strength of 10 men. It's a miracle Sophia didn't get hurt. I'm so relieved.
Amy's lost her mind. God, was she playing her? To think she tried to take on 7 cops all by herself. I never knew she had it in her to be so violent. I feel like I barely know her anymore.
It's funny you should say that, because I feel like I barely know you either. You're the one who caused all this. Apparently, she was screaming like a banshee the whole time, like a whirlwind of unbridled fury fueled by a mixture of misplaced motherly instincts, jealousy, and insanity. Oh, and there was this one more thing. She said you and her were supposed to be getting married? You wouldn't happen to know anything about this, would you? It wouldn't just so happen that the reason she flipped out is because you betrayed her, would it? I mean, you do have a track record of betrayal, so I think I already know the answer.
Wait, what? No, I never said I'll marry her. That's a load of nonsense.
I bet you told her a pack of convenient lies, just like the kind you always used with me. I hope you didn't think you were off the hook just because I was focusing all my efforts on her when she had Sophia. Don't forget, you are the one who caused all this by cheating on me with her in the first place.
I'm really sorry from the bottom of my heart. I'll never forgive myself for getting Sophia wrapped up in all this.
I'm not interested in your apologies. We have more important things to discuss. That woman is still obsessed with you. There's no telling what she might do next. What if she wants to revenge against me or Sophia? We might still be in danger. Do we have to live our whole lives in fear of reprisals now?
Don't worry about that, we're good. The cops arrested her, right? Even if she did want to take revenge on us, what's she gonna do from inside a cell?
She's not gonna be in prison forever. You know how lax the justice system can be. They release murderers early on good behavior, so we can hardly count on her being locked up forever for this. What if she pretends she's remorseful and sorry to trick you into letting your guard down so she can get in close and make her move?
Surely even when she does get released, they'll admit her to a psych ward before she can roam free in society again.
Even if that was the case, she'd get out of there eventually too. I don't think you're getting my point here, Aaron. As long as we're with you, there's a chance that me and Sophia might still be in danger. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Go on, tell me.
I want a divorce. I can't let you drag me or our daughter into your dangerous shenanigans any more than you already have.
No, don't say that. Lulu, I understand how you feel, but let's not be hasty here. Who knows, she might forget about me in prison. She may be obsessed now, but that's not to say it'll be that way forever. That's right, she'll have a long, hard think about her behavior while she serves her sentence. Realize she acted foolishly and give up on the whole thing. I'm sure of it.
You don't know that. That's just what you hope will happen. We have to consider the worst case scenario and act in the best interest of our daughter at all times. This is no joke when Sophia's safety is at stake.
Yeah, you're right, but...
No buts. If cutting you out of our lives is what it takes to keep her safe, then so be it. And I'll do it without an ounce of regret. You betrayed me, Aaron. You lied and you cheated for so long. And you know what? You probably would have carried on if Amy didn't do what she did. In a way, I'm grateful.
But you interfere in my world. I love you. I've been doing a lot of soul searching, and this whole thing made me realize what really matters to me.
You love us? You've got some nerve. You didn't care about me or your daughter one bit until now.
Like I said, I only just realized my priorities are all out of whack. I should have treated you guys better. I should have spent more time with my family. Amy means nothing to me, and I'm sorry it took all this to make me realize that.
If you really love me and your daughter, accept the divorce. If Sophia really is your #1 priority, you'll do the right thing and get out of our lives.
Let's say I did, what then? And what if Amy keeps stalking me? I have no idea what she's capable of. She might even try to hurt me. Are you telling me I have to face all that alone?
This was all you're doing. You have no one else to blame but yourself. You made your bed, now lie in it. Why would me and our young daughter stick around when you yourself have admitted you might be in danger? What are we to you, human shields?
Lulu, at least answer me this. If one day I was to disappear, would you come looking for me?
No. You're not my problem anymore. Let's face it, you were hardly ever around to begin with. Me and Sophia will probably have forgotten you by next week. After receiving a psychological examination, Amy was deemed not criminally responsible for her actions on account of insanity and admitted to a high-security mental hospital. Apparently, even during the examination, she was still convinced that Sophia was her own daughter. It was only right that she be deemed a danger to the public. With delusions like that, Who's to say what she'd do if she was allowed to roam free? For the sake of mine and Sophia's safety, I divorced Aaron and moved a long, long way away. Somewhere the jilted mistress would never find us. Just to be safe, I saw to it that Aaron would play as small a role as possible in his daughter's life for the foreseeable future. Thankfully, both our families agreed, understanding that Sophia's safety should be everyone's #1 priority. Aaron told me he did get a phone call from the psych ward at one point, but Amy told him it didn't look like she was going to be getting discharged anytime soon. Amy's parents said the reason her daughter lost her mind was because of how Aaron used, manipulated, and toyed around with her like she was some plaything before tossing her aside like a piece of trash when he was done. They were so furious they hired a first-class lawyer and took my ex-husband to court. Last I heard, the trial is still ongoing. I get phone calls from a desperate-sounding Aaron every now and then, complaining of how much his life sucks now and how he's never going to be able to afford the compensation they're demanding, but I just ignore them. He's getting exactly what he deserves. Hopefully, this gives him pause to think about his disgraceful behavior. Who knows? Maybe it's not too late for him to become a good person. Anything's possible.
You seriously need to start making more of an effort, Greta.
Maggie, what do you mean?
With Chad.
Chad? What about him?
Is he really my grandson?
Yes, of course he is.
He doesn't even say hello to me when we walk past each other on the street. Not only that, but he won't even look at me. How on earth are you raising that boy for his manners to be this bad?
Huh? But when I go out on walks with Chad, he always says hi to the neighbors. He's usually so polite. I'm sorry.
Well, you know what? I don't need him. What value is a boy who's all smiles when it comes to a bunch of neighborhood strangers, but can't even say hi to his own grandmother? You may as well have him adopted if this is how he's going to act. Please start taking my reputation into consideration from now on. Do you have any idea how embarrassing it would be if any of the neighbors saw my own grandson ignoring me?
Maggie, I told you this before, but my son isn't some tool to boost your reputation. You wait outside the gates after school, snatch him away from his friends, and force him to carry your bags. You never stop talking about how he's going to Harvard and make him spend nearly all his free time with private tutors. Have you ever stopped to consider that maybe he's just avoiding you because he doesn't like the way you treat him?
I've never heard such cheek. How dare you speak to your mother-in-law like that?
Believe me, I want him to like his grandma too. But if you insist on continuing to treat him like this, I seriously doubt he ever will.
Are you saying I'm at fault here? That's simply not true. I've been around a lot longer than you, young lady, which means I know a damn sight more about the world than you do. The problem here is your parenting, plain and simple. If you were teaching him the proper manners, this wouldn't be happening. The first step is to acknowledge your flaws as flaws, Greta. You'll never make any progress if you carry on living in denial.
Right. Sorry.
Anyway, do you have a date for the birth yet?
Huh?
Graham told me. He told me you're pregnant again. Why didn't you tell me first? To think you'd keep your own mother-in-law in the dark.
Sorry, I've been so busy lately I've barely had time to think.
Oh, this is what I mean when I talk about your flaws. You really should be working on improving this aspect of your personality. Let me make one thing clear. You absolutely will be giving birth to a girl this time. I won't forgive you if you give me another boy.
You won't forgive me? That's totally out of my control.
Yes, I won't forgive you. I think you know why, too. What do you plan on doing if you pop out another rude, disrespectful brat like Chad? What this family needs is some brightness and warmth. All you've done is provide us with misery so far. I know you can do this, Greta, so don't let me down, okay? By the way, if it is a girl, I will be naming her. Make sure you don't go sticking your nose in and trying to influence my decision, okay?
Excuse me? You'll be naming my daughter?
Of course. I've dreamed of having a little granddaughter for so long now. But me and my ex-husband got divorced very quickly, and Graham is my only child. But remember, as his wife, you are technically my daughter, so you're obliged to defer to me on naming rights.
So basically, I should just keep my mouth shut while you pick my daughter's name for me?
Exactly. See, you get it. Perhaps you're more intelligent than I thought.
You can't be serious. Surely a child's parents should be the ones who decide on a name.
A mother-in-law's word is absolute. If you won't acknowledge that simple principle, you're not even doing the bare minimum required for me and you to have a positive relationship. I suggest you think long and hard, young lady. Anyway, this isn't a discussion. What I say is final. Make sure you take Graham with you every time you go to the hospital for a scan. Since you can't be trusted to communicate with me properly, you can take my son with you. I want to know whether it's a boy or girl as soon as you two get the news. Do I make myself clear? It's a boy, isn't it?
Yes.
You really are the most useless wife of all time. How many times did I tell you to give us a girl? Graham is sick and tired of you too.
Maggie, listen to me. Whether my child is a girl or a boy makes no difference to me. I'll love it all the same regardless of gender. But seeing my husband screaming and shouting like that at the hospital today was honestly terrifying.
Graham was shouting?
Yes, stuff like, "Why isn't it a girl?" and "Do something about this, you useless quack of a doctor." Then he grabbed the doctor by the scruff of the neck. When he was done giving the staff what for, he turned on me, yelling in my face till he had nothing left to yell. Then he just went home on his own. Why the hell is a child's gender so important in the first place? I don't know what to do anymore. Graham's supposed to be the one I can rely on the most in the world, but I feel like I barely recognize him anymore. Please, will you talk to him for me?
Not a chance.
Huh?
Oh, what do you mean, huh? As far as I'm concerned, Graham did nothing wrong. We've been telling you we want to have a daughter since forever. And what did you go and do in spite of that? We also made it very clear to the doctor from day one. Not just that, but I've been phoning him every day ever since just to make sure he got the message.
You did what? You phoned the hospital every single day?
Of course I did. The incompetence astounds me. To think we went out of our way to make sure both of you had ample warning and still managed to fail in your duties. You should be ashamed of yourselves. He's a hack, and he deserves to have his license revoked. Isn't it only natural that someone so bad at their job should be yelled at? My son did nothing wrong. Hospitals are ultimately businesses after all. Why the hell do they exist in the first place if not to meet customers' needs?
Wow. I'm in total disbelief here. The gender of the baby was nothing to do with the doctor. Do you really think he has any influence over that?
Medical technology is very advanced these days. Advanced, I tell you. There must have been something he could have done. I advise you to stop giving unsolicited opinions on matters you don't understand. But wow, Greta, seriously, another boy? Oh, Lord, give me strength. At least tell me you're having him aborted.
My God, what's wrong with you? I'd never do that.
Fine, then we have no choice. You forced my hand. The boy will be having a sex change.
Huh?
Oh, you hear about it all the time. People who identify as females despite being born in male bodies. They have operations to turn them into girls so the exterior matches how they feel inside. See to it that he has the operation as soon as he's born. If money's a problem, I'll cover it, so don't worry about that. Well, what do you think? Greta, are you there? Are you reading my messages?
Sorry, I had the sudden urge to throw up.
Oh, come on, you're such a whiner. It's only a bit of morning sickness. You've done this before. Surely you should be used to it by now.
No, it wasn't morning sickness that made me feel like vomiting. It was you. You're absolutely disgusting.
Excuse me?
No one in their right mind would seriously think it's a good idea to make a newborn baby have a sex change operation. First of all, you're only saying that for your own selfish reasons. You literally have no regard for what he himself might want. It's genuinely sickening.
Oh, get off your high horse, you stupid bimbo. I wish my son never met you. If you think you're going to get away with speaking to me like this, you've got another thing coming. I have some tricks up my sleeve, you know. You'd be a fool to underestimate me.
Do whatever you want. I don't want to have anything to do with any of it.
Rita, is everything okay?
Hey, Mom, what do you mean? Did something happen?
Your stuff's here.
Huh? Did something happen?
Your personal belongings just arrived at my house. I assumed it was you who sent them.
What?
What? You mean it wasn't? You didn't know anything about this.
No, it's the first I've heard of it. I'm at work today. When you say my personal belongings, what exactly do you mean?
A moving company showed up with about 10 cardboard boxes full of your stuff. They're labeled stuff like clothing, furniture, accessories, you know, everyday items.
What the?
Don't you have any idea who could have done this? It couldn't be. Wait, how are things between you and Graham? Are you two getting along?
Mom, can I come stay with you at your place today? I have the next 2 days off work.
Of course. That's fine, darling. If you want to talk about something, I'm here, okay?
Greta, did your belongings arrive at your mother's house yet?
I knew it. It was you.
Aren't I just the worst? But really, what did you expect? Graham's got my back on this one. He agreed it was the right thing to do. The divorce papers should be arriving by post tomorrow, so make sure you get them signed and submitted ASAP.
Divorce? That's something for me and my husband to decide in private. We haven't even discussed it yet. Surely you can't be serious.
Graham's the one who asked me to send them to you in the first place. Don't shoot the messenger. He said he had nothing to say to you, so he asked me to tell you instead.
I see. And where do you propose the kids fit into all this? Did you think about that?
The kids? Oh, those useless brats. What good are they to us? You can have them. You can raise brat number 2 by yourself as well. My son will be paying the bare minimum he's required to in child support, so don't worry about money.
See. Fine. I'll sign the divorce papers immediately and hand them in tomorrow.
Well, would you look at that? Look how she changes her tune the moment money is mentioned. Oh, you're so transparent. It looks like you are only getting your grubby mitts on my son's money all this time.
Don't make me laugh. I don't want your money. My dad sat next to me right now and he saw all your messages. He told me to cut both of you out of my life immediately. And you know what? I think that's a great idea. So that's what I'm gonna do. He told me he'll be looking out for me financially from now on.
Your dad? He was involved in real estate, right? I remember Graham telling me something about him owning a lot of property on the West Coast. He also told me about how, in spite of that, he hasn't helped the two of you out financially even once since you got together.
That's because he wanted us to know the hardships of earning money and learn to get by on our own merits. He thought we'd never learn anything if we had everything handed to us on a plate. And I agree. Don't get me wrong, things were difficult at times, but I feel like I'm a wiser person for it. Anyway, now I'm bringing in a little money on my own, too. With a little financial support from my dad, I'll be absolutely fine if I never received another cent from either of you, and that's what I intend to do.
Have it your way. Look at the way you speak about us. Anyone would think me and my son had done something wrong. But there's where you're mistaken. The only one in the wrong here is you. You, the worthless wife who couldn't produce a girl. You had one job.
Tell me, Maggie, why are you so obsessed with the gender of your grandchildren?
Isn't it obvious? If it's a girl, we could have her take all kinds of lessons from a young age. Singing, dancing, piano, acting. We could raise her into the ultimate superstar actress. Then one day, when she makes it onto the big screen and she's a household name in America, she can buy me a big, luxurious mansion by way of thanks. I saw a similar story on the news just recently, in fact. With Graham's good looks and my high intelligence, she'd have beauty and brains in ample supply. I really think she'd have what it takes to go the distance. But no, those hopes and dreams were dashed against the rocks by this abject failure of a wife.
I've had enough. I'm struggling to even bring myself to reply to you anymore. You're the most selfish person I've ever met.
Whether parents or grandparents, everyone has a responsibility to show gratitude towards the people who raised them. Oh, and you've made your decision now, which means you better make sure you don't pester us for money after this. You had your chance and you blew it.
I told you very clearly I don't want your money. With that out of the way, I think we're done here. Never contact me or my family ever again. I want nothing more to do with either of you.
That's my line. How fortunate for me and Graham. We get to cut you out of our lives like the tumor that you are without even having to pay a cent. Goodbye forever, you useless good for nothing. Edith, my oh my, it's been a while. How have you been? Oh, it's me, Maggie. You know, the exceptionally kind woman who allowed your tragically useless daughter into her family for a little while.
I see. My daughter told me you'd never be contacting me again, so I didn't know who it was.
Well, you see, that was my intention, but things have changed. I messaged you because there's something I urgently need to talk to Greta about. I couldn't get through to her number, so I messaged you instead.
I see. What is it then? Why do you want to talk to my daughter?
Well, you see, here's the thing. Graham got married last year.
Oh, he did? That's amazing news. Congratulations.
No, it's not amazing news at all.
Excuse me?
His new wife is just awful. I've never met anyone with such a rotten personality. She seems hell-bent on making an enemy of me. On top of that, she's the one who wears the trousers in the relationship. She turned my poor Graham into her own personal worker drone slave. Even he can't make her see sense.
I see. That's a real shame.
But wait, that's not even the half of it. The most unbelievable thing is that apparently she can't even have kids.
Oh, really? Well, there are all sorts of couples around these days. I suppose that's just the modern age for you.
Oh, that's not the point. I wanted Graham to provide me with a little girl more than anything. Surely it's a wife's duty to meet her mother-in-law's expectations. Oh, good grief. Anyway, now you understand the awful situation we're in. I'll get to the matter at hand. You see, I was wondering if your lovely daughter Greta would get back with my son.
Excuse me?
Let's face it, I'm not the spring chicken I once was. I'll probably be in need of care within, 10 years? I'd have to be delusional to think there was any hope of his current bitch queen of a wife looking after me.
So basically, Maggie, what you're saying here is that you want my daughter to get back with your son so she can change your diapers when you get old?
Oh, why do you have to put it like that? Anyway, that's not the only reason. Look, if you get her to come back, me and Graham will accept both of their boys back into the family, and they can finally be raised by their mom and dad together. We're even willing to overlook the unfortunate fact of their genders. How does that sound?
I don't even need to bother my daughter with this nonsense. The answer is obviously a big fat no.
What?
Besides, you just told me he's married. What about his current wife?
Well, naturally, I'll be having him divorce her. A woman like that is simply not suitable to be part of our family.
Lucky girl. I wouldn't wish the misfortune of being part of your family on my worst enemy.
What's that supposed to mean?
But really, if anything, you're the ones who aren't suitable for my daughter. Greta won't be having anything to do with either of you again, just like she's already told you very clearly.
So that's how you're going to act, is it? I see the apple didn't fall far from the tree. You're just as bad as her. Your manners are abominable. You're so arrogant. It's about time someone knocked you down a peg. Fine, have it your way. I'm never contacting you again. And don't think I'm bluffing this time, I mean it.
Wow. Really? Thank you so much.
Oh, what good is a wife who can only produce boys anyway? Good riddance.
Oh yeah. One last thing before you go. It's about the baby. Her name's Angelica.
WTF?
Like Greta came up with it all by herself. You know, because that's what parents do. Isn't it just beautiful?
Wait, what? Just wait, can you confirm something for me?
Sure.
You're talking about the baby that was born just after the divorce, aren't you? That was a boy, wasn't it?
Nope, girl.
What?
Oh no, don't tell me you didn't know.
Obviously I didn't know. The doctor himself told me it was a boy.
Ah, of course. So get this. It turns out the image on the ultrasound at her first checkup was blurry, which means the doctor got it wrong. He realized his mistake after the third scan. My beautiful granddaughter. She's the biggest bundle of joy you could ever lay eyes on. Chad and her grandpa absolutely dote on her.
I don't believe it. That kind of thing actually happens? You're lying. You do realize I can find out whether what you're saying is true very easily, don't you? Just come clean.
Let me just stop you there, sweetie. You are absolutely not, under any circumstances, welcome at our house. Okay? I could send you a photo to prove I'm not lying. But actually, you know what? Why do I even need to prove anything to you? You mean nothing to me or my daughter, and really you shouldn't even be speaking to me right now. I'd feel bad for little Angelica to have someone like you even seeing a photo of her, so I'm gonna pass on that one.
Don't mess me around, Edith. Is she a girl or not?
Yep. Anyways, if you'll excuse me, I have to go and pick the kids up from school.
Wait! Edith, please.
Excuse me?
I'm being bullied by my new daughter-in-law on a daily basis. I've taken to the bottle. I barely eat or sleep. Please. My son's no use either. She's got him wrapped around her little finger. I think they may actually end up kicking me out of the house at this rate.
Oh, no.
So please, Edith, won't you and Greta welcome me into your family?
You can't be serious.
I mean, it's hardly fair to make me a pariah, isn't it? Little Brad and Angelica are my grandchildren, after all. Let me live with them. You wouldn't deprive them of their grandmother, would you?
Maggie, your grandson's name is Chad. Anyway, you must be joking me, right? This is all a joke, isn't it?
Yes, I meant Chad. My lovely, darling Chad. Oh, please, Edith, why would I joke about something like this? I'm 100% serious. I'm begging you here. If we weren't messaging each other, I'd be on my knees right now. Oh, so what do you say? Will you persuade Greta for me?
Persuade her? The answer is no. You'll never set foot in this house again. Do you have no recollection of how awfully you treated my daughter?
Oh, that's ancient history. Get over it already. I want to see my grandchildren.
You're the one who wanted nothing to do with them in the first place. You have no right to be part of their lives anymore.
Oh, you stubborn old hag. Who do you think you are? Look at you trying to keep my grandchildren all to yourself. You're the worst. I can't get by as a woman on my own. If my daughter-in-law kicks me out, I'm finished. I'll be starving and homeless. If something happens to me, it'll be yours and your daughter's fault. Do you really want that on your conscience?
Don't worry, Maggie. You'll be fine. If you can't get by on your own as a woman, I think the solution's actually staring you right in the face.
Huh?
A sex change. Medical technology is very advanced these days, Maggie. Advanced, I tell ya.
Oh, do not screw me around. You better not block me. I'll never forgive you. Are you there? Edith!
Later on, my ex-mother-in-law attempted a full frontal assault on our house. Although she didn't get in and eventually gave up and went home when we completely ignored her, we decided it simply wasn't safe for us to continue living there if it meant our whereabouts were being known by such an unhinged lunatic, which is why we decided to move house. This was 2 years ago, and we haven't had any problems since. According to my mom's sources, her worst fears came true. My ex-mother-in-law was indeed given her marching orders by her new daughter-in-law, the ruler of the roost. Word is that she's currently spending her days living alone in a cramped, moldy apartment with a severe cockroach infestation, eating away at her savings and crying herself to sleep. It looks like my ex-husband made a serious miscalculation in choosing a new wife. She's unemployed, doesn't help out with the housework, and her hobbies consist mostly of drinking, gambling, spending his money, and, wait for it, having affairs. To make matters worse for poor Graham, she's super domineering. She not only forces him to work obscene amounts of overtime, but then he has to do all the housework when he gets home. I did once get a desperate message begging me to take him back, replete with groveling apologies and love hearts, but of course, I ignored it. Right now, I'm living happily with my son and daughter with the support of my parents, who are the kindest people I know. One thing's for sure, life's a lot more peaceful than it was when the terrible two were around.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.